Let's keep it going.
All right, what's up? What's up? It's day 2 of Ego Expo 2022, and the fun don't stop. The energy don't stop. There's so much happening, man. And right now we are in the studio with Elijah, the National Sales Manager for AS Color. Shout out.
Hey Elijah.
How you doing? How you doing? Just want to say we're good for you all day.
I'm sorry.
12 o'clock I go in. Is Elijah here yet? No, 3 o'clock.
Just give him some time.
Then come back.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no stress.
The reason was I actually got married last Friday.
Really?
Congratulations.
Postponements after the last 2 years.
No way.
Yeah, it's been tough. But I actually haven't seen my wife that much because I've been setting play, getting ready for this.
That's a good man right there.
And she was meant to come home last night, but she went to a hen's night, and she didn't get home till about 2 hours ago.
It's clearly winning season, man.
It's on.
Well, great to have you, man.
Thanks for having me.
How are you feeling today? How you doing?
Wow, obviously just coming on after Coolio. It's tough. I was feeling good.
I didn't know who had on.
Oh man, everyone's a VIP at Ego Expo, man, honestly. You were killing it yesterday on the panel. How was that? How was the vibe of that? Yeah,
it was good. Like, I don't know, like I wasn't really that well prepared, to be honest, but I find things like that when I always speak from the heart, and you know, I've been in this game for a long time, and it's super easy for me. That's
nice. That's how you know it's coming from the right place. It's coming from a passionate part.
I love it, man. I love it.
You said you've been in the game for a long time. What game are you talking about?
The clothing, fashion, that game. Yeah, so pretty much since I was 18 years old, for a long time now. Won't go revealing my age.
Smarter than that.
But yeah, I've worked with a lot of brands, managed a lot of brands, and now it's kind of like now I'm on the other side of the fence, helping people build their brands.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's like,
that's awesome.
I've had all this kind of history behind me, and then now I can like pass on all the info.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
So what is the process of helping people build their brand? What does that process look like?
For me, obviously on the you know, like supplying the garments and stuff like that, that's really the easiest part.
Right.
But like I try not to divulge too many secrets.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say them all. But just how to I kind of always try to figure out where someone who's like starting their label, I always ask them, where do you want to take it? What's your end goal? And I've asked everyone here along, that's showcasing here. And it's actually quite various, but I'll always just tell them, okay, this is what you need to do to get to that goal.
Kind of like connecting the points pretty much for them.
Yeah. And if they if they need to know people, like fortunately I know a lot of people, so I can
you definitely would.
Stuff like that. So I'm lucky to be able to do that for a lot of people. That's what I actually enjoy. Like I could name so many brands where they've started off with their first order is like 100 t-shirts, and then they end up selling thousands a week, and I'm just like,
maybe we finally launched the clothing brand we talked about years ago, bro. Is this the time?
Is this your first Ego Expo?
No, we showcased at the first one, and then the second one we couldn't showcase because we had another show over in the States at the time. But I spoke on the panel at the second one, and then we had to be. I would definitely have to be a part of this. I'm a big fan of Mel. Like Mel and I've got on. I mean, everyone gets along with Mel the second they meet her.
For sure.
But I think there's definitely not enough people in the industry that quite grasp what she's done, what she's created, and where it's going to continue to go.
That is true.
I was driving in the car today. I'm stuck. I'm so excited to get here today. Like it's a really big deal that I get people starting to understand, and then hopefully other players within the industry that personally I think should be here. There's okay, we're going to be late to the game on this one, but we're here now. And they will be.
Yeah, you were talking about how last time you had a show that was in the US. So you're clearly global right now. The company is making moves. I'm saying that because we're having a conversation. Everyone knows that's watching pretty much, right? Like, the moves are being made. Talk to us about the vision of. I mean, you don't have to. You're not taking all the words now for the whole of AS Color, but talk to us about the vision of AS Color and just what the brand means to you per se, and then also what you're trying to achieve.
Obviously, I think it's like 5 years we've been in the States now, and in the last 2 years it's really hit its straps because we've come into the market, it's a Kiwi label, and it's the word color is spelt different to Americans, so that's like
what?
Okay, that's weird.
Color?
And then it's Kiwis, and so we know how patriotic they are, but the growth has been pretty wild.
That's awesome.
So we're now currently working within the next couple of months. We'll have warehousing on the East Coast because we're only set up in LA at the moment.
Wow.
But the forward movement is pretty heavy. But I mean, again, it's kind of the same kind of history that's kind of like started here. It was all the people starting their labels and that really got the momentum moving.
Yeah.
And then obviously the UK as well. That's strength to strength as
That's
well.
epic.
I mean,
Do you find that there's like a major difference in terms of the market overseas and here, or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like there's, I mean obviously because I love Melbourne, I bleed Melbourne, I live for Melbourne. I'll always rep it and I'll say yeah, we're heaps ahead of it. But like you look around and like there we are quite ahead sometimes, and like colours in our range or styles in our range that are just on fire, do not get any love in other countries, and then like 2 years later it's like
You start to see it.
Touching on,
nice Melbourne. So,
And I thought we were way behind.
Yeah, same.
I was thinking we were way behind.
It depends where you look in, what areas you look in and stuff like that. And like there'll be people like, oh no, that's not true. They'll disagree and they'll say it. But for what we see on a massive scale. So we see, like certain styles will sell here and we'll sell like, 500,000 units, and then maybe, I don't know, like less in other countries, but then it follow, and then later on then it happens. So that's where we see those sort of things happen. But then also styles that get asked for in other countries, we're just like, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then,
Then after you can catch
but it
up.
still happens, and then we might jump on later on sort of thing.
How does it feel knowing that, like, because for a long time, and still currently now, to be honest as well, that just staple piece, that staple kind of like just fit, that you guys were pretty much that for everyone.
It is cool. Like it is really like when people like I meet people wherever and they're like, oh, what do you do for work? And I work for AS Color. Oh, I've got heaps of your stuff. It never used to be like that, for like not even too long ago. People are like, oh, I work for AS Color. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Or and then or even if I'd see like possible accounts or something, they'd be like, not interested.
No way.
Not interested. Like, oh, we'd use this or whatever. And now it's just like everyone wants your stuff. Like everyone just keeps asking for your stuff. Even like some people will complain. It's like, oh, we've got everyone asking for your stuff. I'm like,
why are you complaining?
I'm confused. So that's a good thing. It makes your life easier. Like, do you not want to make money? Yeah, but no, it's good. It is good. And then there's more pieces now. Like people just like, run like. People have been coming up, it's like, man, all I wear is a stencil hood. And I'm like, that's so
a nice,
good.
that's nice.
I was just there. The quality of the stuff it's amazing, especially the hoodies. I was feeling,
it is good. It takes a lot of work.
I can imagine,
a lot of work. Like, we get asked for some things like, oh, you guys need to do this, and we're like, yeah, okay. And that's another weird thing that people don't understand with AS Color is we listen to the people on the front line, so the ones copying the bullets.
Yeah.
Like it's really rare that I'll ever say anything to go in our range because I'm from Melbourne, so everything would be black.
Just keep it.
It's a real rare occasion that I'm not wearing black. Like even people have seen me do this. Like,
black jeans, black tees sorted.
Just all the time, every day. My whole cupboard is just black tees, black jeans.
That's us, literally. Like, everything's just black.
I forced it to be a pop of color today. I'm like, I'm out of ego.
First time I've seen this. Normally it's a black hoodie, black trackies, everything.
Yeah, it's good. It's cool. It keeps on toast.
Awesome.
But the quality side, obviously, that's where it comes from. That's the number one sort of first and foremost what AS Color is about. And then obviously, all of our ethical sourcing and our standards there. It's huge. It's an amazing company to work for. Like, if it wasn't that way, like I have been approached in past with other companies that don't share that sort of same, kind of view, and I'm just like, I can't do that. I can't be a part of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, obviously been at Ego Expo a couple of times. So, what's your favorite part about it? Being a part of it.
For me, I love speaking to the guys that are starting out there, just like there's a product of my environment.
Nice set design as well.
Just across,
so good. And just like I met him at the launch, and he came up and he was just so humble, so sweet, so nice. And the number one thing when the first thing I always ask someone, like, oh, what's your brand name? And then like they tell me their brand name. I'm like, oh, that's cool. His is pretty obvious where it came from.
Yeah.
But when most people are like, oh, I don't know, I just like the name, I'm like. But if you've got a story behind it, it flows on all the way.
It's
It's got a story.
And
then
You have something that you can share with others now,
I feel like it's 101, but some people just like, oh, I just like the name.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. But I just love like how he's so humble and he's like, and that's what I love about this. And then heaps of people are like that. They're just like, and they're just so committed to it. And you can, like, it's cool, like younger up and comers, like they share their passion. Like I'm like, I know exactly what you're saying. I'm like, it's refreshing. It's really refreshing.
That's so cool.
And then, you know, obviously you and I.
Oh, man.
I saw it at the launch. I saw it on the catwalk. I'm like, trying to take a photo. It was like too fast, and I'm like, oh god, like, I have to have it. And then when it finally turned up, they're like, oh yeah, the Naruto large is gone. I'm like,
I might have taken it.
Who got it? I want to talk. Look at it.
But luckily I had the Sonic, but stuff like that, and like I don't know if you've spoken to him, but the story behind that.
Yeah,
like,
we got him to jump on as well.
And it's like that's what it's all about, and I don't get to get it enough when I'm working. So here it's like,
that's refreshing. Like, that word is exactly right. It's refreshing because it takes you back to just, I guess, why you're even a part of a company like ASCAL, and also the you know, the humble grassroots that you've probably seen other people from the very beginning.
100%, 100%.
That's dope.
And I just, and that's why, like, I don't give out my phone number very often, but yeah, when I was speaking to Bakar, I was just like, man, here, have my number. And then he's like, and then he wanted to hit me up. He's like, oh, I wanted to call you, but I felt like, man,
why do you have the number, man?
Like, 100%. And I tell people, don't ever think you're being a pain. Like, I'm here to help. I want to, like, that's too easy.
That's awesome.
And that's what it's about, you know, connecting with everyone, but also making yourself, like, accessible. So it's like, I help you, you help me, and it's kind of like a, you know, nice business transaction, but you create a family.
100%.
That's what Ego is about. You know, everyone's here, we're all supporting each other, we're all hearing each other's stories, so it's pretty awesome.
And that's what I was saying on the panel yesterday. Like, it's like a phrase that got told to me is like, oh, your vibe attracts your tribe. And that's like, where everyone is like, it's brought everyone together, and everyone bands together, and everyone's like helping each other. There's no like there's obviously clothing labels and should be considered but it's not competition. There's enough for everyone, and that's what I love about this. It's like, and the people are just so good.
People are
dope.
One
people
last
here.
question. What's your advice to brands when you're starting out?
Without revealing too much, obviously.
Just, you know, no secrets, but just one word.
The one thing to take away right here. But
just do
you
it.
can think about it. You can think about it.
What comes to mind?
The number one thing I always say is to figure out where you want to go and to reinvest until you get there. Because there's too many people that I see, look, I'm starting my own label, and they buy 200 t-shirts, sell the 200 t-shirts, and then go wax that coin on PlayStation 5 and then come back, I've got to start at 200 again. Like, go 200, 400, 800, 1600
for sure.
until you get to the point like quitting my day job and I'm good. That's my number one. Always number one.
Have a vision.
Yeah, that guy's vision and reinvest.
Don't waste it on your PlayStation 5. that's what I'm saying.
Sony holler at me. I wouldn't mind.
He's not saying that, but I'm saying that.
That's so cool, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
So pleasure. Thank you guys as well for this. This platform's insane. Again, like, it's huge.
Awesome.
Where can everyone find you? Socials or anything like that?
On socials, I don't really post too much on that. Like, but I have my Glassjaw Undergoes. He's kind of like my own personal one, and then I have like a little, everyone's got a side hustle. But Ghost Notes _187. I just paint small portraits on currency that is out of circulation, no longer fit for circulation. They're kind of like
that's so sick.
Cool.
Man, check that out.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much for jumping
pleasure,
on.
absolute
Thank you.
pleasure.
Take care.
My man.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Oh, that happened.